This is why I don't trust fairy tales, because the older I get, the more I realize that the stories meant for children are the ones hiding the darkest truths, and the tale I'm about to tell you, about a girl named Mary and a lamb she should have never met, is one of those truths. If you grew up thinking this rhyme was sweet, innocent, something you'd sing while skipping rope, then you really need to hear what actually happened. Mary didn't find the lamb, it found her. She was 6 when she first saw it, a small wool-covered shape standing perfectly still outside the doorway of her room. Her parents insisted it was a stuffed toy she had forgotten about, but Mary knew every toy she owned, and none of them breathed. None of them tilted their heads as if listening to something only they could hear. None of them stepped closer every time she blinked. At first, she tried to ignore it. Kids ignore a lot of terrifying things because they don't yet understand what's normal and what's not. But this lamb, it watched her, while she colored, while she ate, while she brushed her teeth. She'd look up and find it in the doorway, its fleece unnaturally dark, its glassy eyes reflecting a coldness she didn't have a word for yet. And then came the whispering. It started at night, soft, too soft to understand, like an exhale brushing the back of her ear. Mary thought it was wind slipping through the cracks of her windows. But wind doesn't form words. Wind doesn't tell you to wake up. Wind doesn't hum a tune that sounds like your mother crying. One night, Mary sat up straight in bed because the whisper wasn't at her ear anymore. It was under her mattress. She felt the rise and fall of something breathing beneath her, slow and heavy, like a heartbeat with no pulse. She didn't scream. Children only scream when they think someone will come help them. Mary already knew no one would believe her. Over time, the lamb grew bolder. She'd wake with it perched near her pillow, its muzzle inches from her face. She'd find black fibers stuck to her clothes, her hair, her skin, as if it were brushing against her while she slept. And every day its whisper grew clearer, a second voice threading itself into her thoughts. The last night Mary was still truly Mary. She felt something change inside her chest, a heat, pulsing like a second heart beginning to beat. She pressed her hand to her ribs and felt movement, not her own, a shifting, a curling, a hungry little twist of something that definitely wasn't human. She heard the lamb whisper again, but this time its voice wasn't in the room. It was inside her. I'm here with you. It bleated gently. You're never alone now. Her lips stretched into a smile far too wide for her small face. Her teeth felt wrong in her mouth, sharper, cold, as if they belonged to someone else. Her eyes stopped blinking. Her breath slowed, then synced with the breath inside her ribs. By morning, the lamb was nowhere to be found, but Mary didn't look for it. She didn't have to. She carried it. When her mother entered the room, she froze. Mary was standing in the middle of the floor, her nightgown stained with black flecks of wool. Her small fingers were pressed over her heart as if holding something in place. When her mother whispered her name, Mary turned slowly, her eyes dark and glassy, reflecting nothing at all, and she smiled, a smile too old, too knowing, too hungry. From that day on, Mary never walked alone. People said it was imagination, a child's coping mechanism, but those who looked long enough swore they saw a shadow that didn't belong to her, trailing just behind her steps, perfectly in sync. A shadow shaped like a lamb. She grew up wearing that creature like a second skin, its presence stitched into her bones, its voice a constant murmur beneath her thoughts. And whenever someone asked her about it, she'd only grin and say, fairy tales don't tell the whole story, and that's why I don't trust them, because sometimes the monsters aren't in the stories. Sometimes, the stories come from the monsters.